Hey everyone, Jason here. Looking for more leads and referrals? Well, as soon as you learn that events are a team sport and the DJing side of it is only 50% of the job, then leads and referrals are going to start pouring in. If you want to see more content like this, make sure you smash that like and subscribe. Now let's get into it. Now, with over 3,000 events under my belt and 25 years of owning my own company, I've learned one simple thing. You want more leads and referrals? It's this easy.
Be nice.
Now, how does being nice turn into more leads and referrals? Let me break it down for you. There are 4 key players at every event. Now, I'm mostly talking about weddings here, but it works for any kind of event. But in the wedding industry, you've got 4 key players. You've got the venue, you've got the coordinator, you've got the photographer and videographer, and of course, you've got the couple. You've got to be nice to everybody. Now, obviously, you want to be nice to the couple. They're the ones paying you for your services. But what if I told you that 50% of this philosophy happens the night of the event, and the other 50% happens well before you even step on stage? How many of you on that initial phone call show genuine interest in who the couple is? If I'm on the phone with them for 30 minutes, I maybe talk about myself for 10 minutes. I do this, here's how much I am, answer the question they have about my services. The rest of the time, I'm genuinely interested in finding out who they are, how they met, how they proposed to each other, where they're going on their honeymoon, why they chose their venue, what school they went to, their favorite places to eat, questions that you would ask friends. If you can break down that client-friend relationship and make it to where they would almost invite you to their wedding anyway, you're halfway there. Now, again, you have to genuinely want to be their friend and be there for them the night of the event. I'm not talking about acting like you're their friend. They will see right through that BS. And with me, again, there's no acting. Some of my best friends in life today are people whose weddings I've done. I've spent so much time with them. I've talked to them about a year before the event took place, planned with them for about 9 months, spent a lot of time on the phone. Some took me out to dinner, some I took out to dinner, some we did the planning face-to-face, some over the phone. But they are trusting you with the biggest night of their lives together, their first big night together. And you want to genuinely be involved and nice to the couple. If you're just acting like it and just phoning it in, you're missing the point altogether. Now, obviously, the night of the event, you want to kill it with the music. You want to be the best DJ they've ever had. That's why they're hiring you. But it goes beyond that. How many of you, the night of the event, go up to the couple and say, hey, how's the music? How am I doing? Is the volume good? Can I get you a drink? It goes beyond just playing the music. You need to be there for them the night of the event as well. So make sure you take care of the couple, not only before the event, but at the actual event. And I promise you, when friends come up to them and say, hey, do you have anyone you recommend for our wedding? They're definitely going to give your name. Now, like I said, weddings is a team sport, and every great team has a great coach. What am I talking about? I'm talking about the coordinator or the planner. They are the coach the night of the event. You think you spend a lot of time with the couple? They're spending weeks, months, days, phone call after phone call, email after email, going over all the fine details. We spend maybe 2 hours on the phone with them, send a few emails back and forth, have the final planning meeting, and we're ready to go. A good coordinator makes your job extremely easy. What do I mean by that? If you have a good coordinator there, you don't have to worry about running the show the night of the event. They're going to tell you when things are going to happen, and you get to concentrate on being who you are, a great MC and a great DJ. When events are supposed to happen, instead of running around like a chicken with your head cut off, they're going to come up to you and say, it's time to do this. Now, how are you nice to a coordinator? It's pretty simple. Understand that they are the coach the night of the event. They know exactly what's going on. You should know what's going on as well, but the timeline that you discuss with the bride and groom, if they have a coordinator, doesn't really matter. The coordinator's timeline trumps your timeline. Now, I got a quick question for you. How many, when you're done setting up the night of the event and you've got an hour to kill, just sit behind your booth doing nothing, twiddling your thumbs? Well, if that's you and you're doing that, you're missing out on a great opportunity. Typically, the coordinator is going around in that last hour, lighting candles, fixing chairs, adjusting napkins, putting different things on the table. Have you ever gone up to the coordinator and said, can I help you do this? Well, if you haven't, then you're no different than every other DJ out there. Sure, you're a great DJ and MC, but again, they see DJ and MCs every weekend and they're all great. So who are they going to remember? They're going to remember people that they like. Genuinely, and I'm going to say that word a lot, genuinely like, Go up to them, see if they need your help. I promise you, if you do a great job the night of the event and you maybe reach out to them afterward and say, hey, it was great working with you, they're going to remember those little things that you did, because 95% of the other DJs that they work with don't lift a finger to help them. Now, when it comes to the venue, it starts right when you pull into property. If they have valet, being nice to the valet attendants. If they've got a loading dock with security, be nice to security. As you're walking through the insides of the hotel, through the kitchen, be nice to all the staff. And of course, when you get to the ballroom, you got to find the banquet captain and obviously be nice to that person. All those people that you walk by are probably reporting to the same person, the banquet sales team. Now, when it comes to the banquet salesperson, they've heard and seen it all. Every time a vendor walks onto a property, they look for the banquet salesperson, and what's the first thing out of their mouth? Can you put me on the list? Can you put me on the list? Can you do that for me? Can you do that for me? Me. That's not what they need from you. They will put you on the list. I'm going to say the word again. If they genuinely like you and like the performance that you do and how you treat the staff and the couple the night of the event. Now, aside from the coordinators, DJs work closest with the photographers and videographers. Now, like I said before, the pecking order usually goes coordinator, venue, right along the side, and then photographer, DJ, and videographer, and we're all right along the same part. By the time the lead gets to the photographer and videographer, they're probably looking for a DJ as well. So if the photographer says, hey, are you looking for a DJ? If they refer you, slam dunk. Same thing with videographer. And it should work back and forth. So if you're nice to the videographer and photographer, those are going to be direct leads. And if the couple trusts who you are or who they are, if they refer you, they are most likely going to book you. So how can we be nice to the photographer and videographer? First and foremost, they have to be in the room when the major events are happening. So when the coach calls the play, the coordinator, make sure you take a look around. Find the photographer, find the videographer. Make sure they're not only in the room, also make sure they're set up. Again, team sport. Coach calls the play, you're the quarterback. The videographer and the photographer, in my eyes, are your players. They're there to do their job. But again, if the coach calls the play, you need to make sure all the players are in the right spots so that play runs correctly. If you do right by the photographer and the videographer, next time a client comes into their office, they're going to remember that. Again, like I said with coordinators and venues, there's so many DJs that don't care about the rest of the team. They're only there for themselves. Trust me, photographers and videographers will remember you. Just like we remember the videographers that come to us 10 minutes before the grand entrance to patch in. Or they send us the video afterwards so we can use that for our highlight reel. Or the photographer that sends us photos and says, hey, you were great. These are some photos for the event so we can put them on our website. We remember them. We're definitely going to refer those people. It works the other way around. Take care of your vendors. They will take care of you. So if you're struggling to get leads, struggling to get those referrals, try something different. Maybe you're not being nice enough. Try being nice. If you're enjoying my content and you want to see more of it, make sure you hit that subscribe and hit that like button. Also, put in the comments any questions you might have. I've got a lot of experience in this business. If I can help you out, that's what I'm here for. See you on the next one.